The photon, as envisioned by physicists of the early 20th century, consists of an electric plane and a magnetic plane. The two planes cross and are situated 90 degrees to each other, as in the image. Each half cycle of the photon contains a point of electric and magnetic saturation. These points of saturation move through space at the speed of light. They are driven through space by electric and magnetic change in the photon's fields. A photon of the right frequency may be absorbed by an electron when the phase relationship between photon and electron match. When there is a match, the electron need not be dead center in the photon's path. This causes uncertainty because we can never know in advance which electron will have the matching phase relation. The fields of photons extend out through space forever, becoming weaker as the square of distance away from the points. The fields produce gravity by their effect upon the constants of space known as magnetic permeability and electric permittivity. There's an approach to the description of gravity as an electromagnetic phenomena that shows for certain that the ambient electromagnetic field is responsible for at least some, and maybe all, gravitational phenomena. We look to Maxwell's equations for proof of this. The equations rely upon two properties of empty space. Electric permittivity and magnetic permeability determine the speed of light through transparent media. The speed of light is equal to 1 divided by the square root of the product of those two properties. The amount of electric and magnetic charge in an area affect the value of those two components. The properties act as a kind of resistance of a media to accept electric and magnetic fields. This is a feedback mechanism that is not well understood and is missing in many places where it has an effect. The Big Bang concept, for example, is not possible when this feedback mechanism is applied. As gravity approaches a singularity, time dilation restricts acceleration and retards further development. The feedback mechanism is also missing from the equations of general relativity. Einstein was aware of this and hoped to correct it with a final theory that unified all forces of nature. He stated that the final solution must explain all natural phenomena through singularity-free equations. The equations of general relativity allow the black hole singularity and so cannot be complete. Any moving object tends to bend its path toward the direction of increasing resistance to its movement. When a car hits a puddle, the car swerves toward that side. The same holds for the path of light. The impedance of space determines the speed of light. Electromagnetic activity in an area determines the impedance. Maxwell showed that permeability and permittivity determine the impedance of space. The two variables control the speed of light. The presence of light affects the variables, so that light moves more slowly in the presence of light. Since field intensity controls the speed of light, the path of light must bend in the direction of increasing field intensity. Any object made of light must gravitate toward increased field intensity.